What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we're checking in with The View, aka The Spew, guys. You know I don't like to, but we have to, guys, because they continue to cover Trump, guys. And every time they do, we're going to correct them, guys. Today we've got Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, going on another Trump deranged syndrome rant about the Iowa caucus. We know we recently saw Trump take a massive victory in Iowa, guys, and now they're trying to downplay the victory and say it means nothing, guys. I'm excited to get into the clip and see them make another fool of themselves. So we're going to get straight into it, guys, and I'll give my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so you guys can get my thoughts on the back end. Also, so YouTube pushes this video out, definitely stick around to the end. But let's get straight into it, y'all. Before we even do that, though, make sure you guys smash that like button. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button, guys, so we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Yo, let's get into it, y'all.
No one hates The View more than my audience. And so I have to keep doing The View because they weighed in on the Iowa caucuses. But this will probably be the last one. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where all the happy patriots are. And let's check in on the 5 unhappy banshees on The View as they give their political commentary to Trump's win in Iowa.
Safely say, tonight, Iowa made this Republican primary a 2-person race.
This was going to be the thumbnail. That right there. Whoopi, I just love this face. Like she just ate a sour persimmon or a sour lemon or something. It just warms my heart.
Yeah, between Trump and Biden. That's what it looked like to me.
I don't know what she was referring to. I'm hoping for insight from the table.
This is about all the insight you're going to get. Right there. Look at that face. Joy Behar.
Disappointing as a non-Trump supporter.
And a lot of this commentary. You can just feel their skin crawl.
But let me add a little perspective and context. That's very important.
Oh, thank you, Professor. This will be brilliant.
Only 5% of the population of the state caucuses. So when you see Iowa swept, or Trump swept Iowa. No, he did not. He swept 5% of the population. Only 13% of registered Republicans in the state of Iowa, 13% of the party showed up.
And this is what The View is going to hang their whole show on. It's like, it's just 5%, even though it's always only been 5%. And this is 5% that went through a deadly blizzard to go vote.
So what did you say, 5%?
5% of the entire voting population in the state showed up.
But this is what the 5% voted for. They voted for a guy who today had to come to New York to show up in court in a case against a woman that a federal judge has already said he raped. That is who you voted for.
Yeah.
You voted for someone who has lost so many times now that this applies to him.
And we have a better thumbnail. Thank you, Joy Behar. On the rape charge, how bad is your country when a guy with that charge on him is found guilty and people will still vote for him? By the way, everyone knows these are sham court cases that are only political interference is why they're brought against him. They're going to have to try something else because that's not going to work. And if that doesn't work, what will work to stop Trump? Nothing. Because the people realize America is over if we don't do something about what you people are doing to our country.
You voted for a guy who said, come, risk your lives for the Grand Wizard. Come in the snow and the sleet, because I am more important than your life. That's who the 5% voted for.
You should learn something, Joy. I think your eyes are opening up finally to how bad people see it is. You guys live in your millionaire mansions and with your set salary, and you have no connection to the American people, to the average grocer, the average taxi driver, Uber driver, the average accountant, the average person that has to try to make it. You have no idea what it's like to live along the southern border.
Here's my note to Democrats, though. The #1 issue for voters who turned out last night, was border security.
There, and how's that going?
Democrats have to wake up to the fact, and John Fetterman said this well, caring about border security doesn't mean you're xenophobic, doesn't mean you're anti-immigrant. It means it affects the economy, it affects the health in this country, the fentanyl crisis.
Well, it's too bad that Trump didn't finish the wall then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Trump's fault. The southern border is Trump's fault for not finishing the wall. Thank you, Joy Behar.
To understand that it's not just him, it's the Republican Party right now. It is in some kind of crazy phase.
Welcome to the crazy phase party. Come over, Joy. It's fun over here. We're in the crazy phase.
Where all they want to do is stick it to the Democrats and hope that, for example, this is what I wanted to say here. 15 of the Republican state governors currently opted out of a food assistance program that is going to leave 8 million needy children hungry.
Why is it the government's job to feed our kids, number one? Number two, why are there so many starving children, Joy? Use your big fat brain to think about it. Why are there so many starving kids in America? Could it be that your president, the guy that you vote for, manufactures them?
That is what the Republican Party is doing right now. Forget about the border for a second and concentrate for a minute on these anti-abortion people, anti-choice people.
Whoops, we caught her saying the wrong word. We're going to play it again.
On these anti-abortion people, anti-choice people.
But now let's come up with her solution to these starving children. Watch this. This is sick.
Who don't seem to care that 8 million children will be hungry.
She's angry that Republicans aren't willing to feed these kids, these pro-life Republicans. Joy's saying as a pro-choicer, what? What's your solution? To abort them? Better or worse? Nicer or meaner? You don't get to exist. You don't even get a name. That's Joy Behar's solution.
Everybody
talk at once.
But Trump won 98 out of 99 Iowa counties that did vote. And out of those, he lost the 99th by just one vote. So the notion somehow that is just not representative of Iowa, I think is actually a little bit misleading because Iowa...
5% of the population shows up. I don't think that's representative in general.
Iowa nominated Barack Obama. I don't feel like you can...
I think it is a little bit disingenuous to say that 5% is not reflective of the rest of Iowa.
For them trying to hang on to it's just 5%, Sunny just called her co-host misleading and disingenuous. I got to thank you, Sunny.
I do like the idea that it's 5% because, where did everybody else go?
They don't participate in caucus.
They stayed home in their pajamas.
Well, that's the thing that you have to keep in mind.
That's historically the number, by the way. 3 to 5% of Iowa participates in caucuses historically.
Thank you. She just now negated everything they just now said with the 5% thing. It's always been 5%.
The note for Democrats is you better figure out what you want because it all comes down to the same thing. You either want this America or you want the other America.
Do you want the open borders America? That's what The View is going for. Do you want the high unemployment America? Do you want the tripling of gas prices? Do you want to open up 3 wars? Do you want to have 4 of our embassies undermined? Do you want these people, lunatics, picking your Supreme Court? You want the weaponization of the FBI and the Department of Justice? Look, that does it.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. Definitely going to be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also for you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug some love. Oh my goodness, guys. Trump derangement syndrome all over those hosts' foreheads. The only person who seemed like they had, rational thoughts going through their head at that moment was Sunny Host. And when she lets them know, hey guys, we can't just sit here and try to negate or downplay the fact that 5% showed up in Iowa for Trump. The only person that seemed to have a rational thought going through their head during that whole segment right there was Sunny Hostin, guys. I never thought I'd be saying that. Sunny Hostin with a rational thought, rational thoughts, or rational opinions, and an actual good take. She's letting her host know, her co-host know, you cannot negate the fact that, Trump just had all these people show up. Keep in mind that there is literally a blizzard. We seen Vivek Ramaswamy, another GOP candidate, He got stuck in the snow. He had to cancel rallies, guys. And these people showed up in droves for Trump and voted this man 5% like any other time, guys. You have to give this man his flowers. And that's what Sonny Hostin was saying right there. You have to give Trump his flowers. You cannot take away the fact that the weather was so bad. These people were walking and traveling through, basically a blizzard to get to Trump. And this is exactly what Sonny Hostin is saying and trying to get through to the other co-hosts. You guys cannot negate the fact that Trump just did something very great. I never thought I would see one of the View hosts saying that Trump did something great. And then we got Joy Behar on the other end, where she just has those Trump blinders on. That TDS syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome, is seething out of her pores, and she is suffering, guys. It's a battle between Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, who has the most brainless Trump deranged takes on the show, guys. And I think Joy Behar is trying to take that cake just based on the Trump derangement syndrome, the blinders we've seen she had on during this clip, guys. She could not get over the fact that Trump had won. She had to try and downplay and say that Trump's historic massive victory in the Iowa caucus was nothing. It mean nothing at all. I'm so glad we had Sonny Hostin there, to bring these View hosts back to reality for a little bit and let them know, hey guys, we should be worried. We need to let our other Democrat friends know it's time to lock in, guys. We have to start taking things serious and stop trying to say, oh, he's not really doing that well. Oh, he's not. That's the same thing they did with the polls. And now look what's happening, guys. They're in a full panic, guys, because the polls are real. They reflect what's going on out in America. And so this was going on in Iowa. The Iowa caucus has historically only brought about 5% of voters in, guys. And for Trump to bring about 5%, that same 5% in, even in a blizzard, that means a lot, guys. That's very historic. And to take it in a landslide fashion, that's even bigger, guys. Don't let these View hosts trick you up. We must just continue to pray for our friends over at The View that one day they will, get over this illness they're suffering from, that TDS syndrome and those blinders that they have on because of Trump, guys. Definitely up in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. So this was a funny one. I feel like definitely Joy Behar made a big goof out of herself with this whole 5% downplay. Let me know your thoughts on Joy Behar. Whoopi Goldberg also throughout this whole clip. If it wasn't one, it was the other, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Also, smash that like button, guys. It does not cost a thing. Hit that like button for your boy. Also, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We go.